Welcome. Before we begin, a brief caution. Some of the movements and exercises in the video may not be suitable for everyone. If you have any questions or concerns about your ability to safely perform these exercises and movements, please stop immediately, consult with the appropriate member of your healthcare team, and only proceed when all of your questions and concerns have been appropriately addressed. And now, let's dive in. At the beginning of each class, we do a set of warm-ups. These are actually Qigong exercises, and they're primarily focused on helping us to loosen up the joints in the body so that they'll be nice and limber and lubricated when we go to perform our Tai Chi forms. We start at the top and we do 2 in the neck, 2 for the shoulders, 2 for the spine, 2 for the hips, 2 for the knees, and 2 for the ankles. And in class, we do 3 repetitions of each exercise. On the video, I'm going to do 1 repetition facing the camera and then 1 from the side so that you can see what that looks like. So to begin, our feet are about shoulder width and our weight is evenly distributed and we're nice and upright and our breathing is slow and smooth and continuous. And for the first warm-up, we make sure that we're nice and relaxed, no stress or tension. And we're going to slowly bring our hands up to shoulder level, palms down, and then turn our palms and drop our elbows to bring our palms in. And as we do, we're tucking our chin, bringing the bones on the neck, the cervical vertebrae, into a little bend. And then as we extend out, we extend our chin so that the neck bends the other way. And we can follow our hands down with our eyes, but we don't tilt our head because that would throw off our posture and our alignment. So let's look at this one from the side. Slowly drawing up to shoulder height effortlessly, 2 helium balloons, pulling them up. Now I'm pulling my chin in, and then I'm extending my chin, not locking any of the joints, and then following my hands down with my eyes, but without tilting my head. So onto the second neck warm-up. We bring our hands up to about shoulder width. One hand, doesn't matter which, drops to the side near the hip. Pretend you're petting a large dog. The other hand, we turn the palm in, and I'm looking out in an unfocused level gaze, not staring at my hand, but looking out over the fingertips. And then I begin to turn, and as I'm turning, my neck, my eyes were following the hand. And I go out about maybe 50% of my range of motion. And then I'm going to slowly come back at the same speed, a nice smooth arc. So I get to the center, I exchange hands, and I continue at that same pace. Slow, smooth, and continuous. And then I come back again in a nice arc. And in class, we would repeat that twice more. Let me do it from the side to show. So my hands are floating up to about the width of my head. My fingertips are somewhere between my nose and my chin. And I drop one hand, turn the other palm, follow the hand, turning my head, letting those neck vertebrae, the cervical vertebrae, get a little bit of attention. Come back to the center and I switch and I do the other side. looking out over the fingertips, and we'll close for there. Moving on from the neck, next up, shoulders. So what we'll do here is nice, even circles. Visualize the shoulder joint expanding and relaxing. We're making nice round circles. If your fingers are on your side of your leg, you're drawing a little circle as you go around that's probably just about the size of a $50. So from the side, what that looks like, not much movement at all. It's not a big shoulder move. We're not hunching our shoulders up. We're just visualizing them relaxing and expanding. After we've done to the front, we will reverse the motion and do it to the back. Moving on from the shoulders, we'll step out a little bit with our left leg and scoop up. You can think of it as nice, cool, clear water to about the level of the forehead. We'll let our hands run down the center of that waterfall. And we'll do that from the side. Coming up with the hands is a great time to breathe in, and then as you gently let the hands float down, feeling the gentle resistance of the air, you can exhale, breathe out deeply. Next up, we're holding an imaginary ball out in front of us, and as we commence, the top hand comes down the center, the bottom hand comes up the center. As it gets to the forehead level, it turns towards the sky. This hand is pushing the earth. So this is pushing the sky, pushing the earth. And from the side, and notice that we've got a good bit of room here between the hands and the torso. So slowly floating up as I push down, and then the palms slide past each other for the other side. So that is stretching the spine, putting a little space between the vertebrae. And then the second spine exercise, we'll again hold our ball and we'll turn in the direction of the upper elbow. Everything turns together in Tai Chi. Imagine that you're rotating around a central axis, a central pole that enters near the crown of your head and exits the tailbone. And so our shoulders, our hips, our nose, and our navel all move together. So we get over towards where our pockets are. We flip, nice, slow, smooth arc back to the other side. So we get to the pockets on this side. We'll turn our ball over and then slowly come back to center. So from the side, what this looks like is in Tai Chi, when one thing moves, everything moves. And I'm just rotating around that pole. Good. Next up, we move down to the hips. And the first hip exercise, we'll let our hands float up. And as they come back, we'll take a step forward, just touch down the back of the foot. No weight transfer. There's no weight in that foot. We swing through. Front of the foot touches down. Now, if necessary, you can stop in the middle for balance. And the hands and the feet are a counterweight. So if the hands are out, the foot is back and vice versa. So as my hands swing back, I step forward, back of the foot is on the ground. As my hands come forward, front of the foot on the ground. This side, same thing, back of the foot, and then front of the foot. Our second of the hips exercises, we'll extend our left hand, make sure your shoulders relaxed, make sure your elbow and wrists are relaxed. The right palm points at the inside of the left elbow. We put all our weight in the leg that's underneath our hands, and with no weight in the other leg, we peel up the heel, take a small step out, put that foot down, and then we bring it back in, and as we do, we sweep the hands to the other side, and we step out, and we step in. From the side, what this looks like. I'm only moving the foot when it has no weight in it. So now the weight is on my other leg, and I can step and step in. So that's a very good side extension for the hips. Next up, we'll move down to the knees, and we'll have open fists, loose fists held down here next to our waist, and what we're going to do is not transfer any weight forward or back. We do transfer from side to side, but not when I step forward. So I peel up my heel of the empty foot. I just touch down the front of it, and as I do that, the opposite hand comes around, punches directly forward. And then I bring them back, shift the weight over to that leg, pick up the empty leg, step, and punch. Okay. From the side, what we're doing, and it's a small step forward, no weight, punch, and come back. From this side, empty foot touches down, and I punch and bring it back. Second knee warm-up, we are going to shift weight forward and back. We're going to shift about 60% of our weight. So I first empty my leg so I can step heel, toe. I glide about 60% of my weight into the forward leg as I punch. The back leg, the heel is still firmly on the ground. I did not come up because that would encourage you to tilt forward, and I'm nice and upright and vertical. When I come back, then I can switch sides. So I can step, glide the weight forward, and punch. Let's look at that from the side. So I start with the weight equally balanced, but then I pour it all into, in this case, my right leg, so I can pick up my left heel. I step, glide about 60% of my weight into that left leg as I punch. And then I come back, rebalance the weight. Now the weight goes into my left leg, empty right leg, so I step, heel, toe, and I'm punching. As you get more practiced at this, you can work on coordinating the movement so that as the toe comes down, your fist has stopped moving. But for right now, we just want you to focus on being upright, being balanced, not leaning forward, not picking up that back heel. Posture and uprightness are cardinal rule in all of these activities. Okay? Once we're done with the knees, we'll move down to the ankles. We'll stack our palms, hold them right below our belly button. That's over what we call the dantian, or technically the lower dantian. Don't worry about that for right now. Put all the weight in one leg, and with the empty leg, peel up the heel, take a small step forward, and then put the front of the foot down, the back of the foot, the front, the back. Step back, switch sides, front and back. And from the side, what that looks like. We're lubricating that ankle joint. After we've completed the exercises, we want to stand still for just a few seconds. Let all of our internal energy that we've stirred up settle, and then shake a little bit. So that's the warm-ups. And as I said, in class, we typically do 3. You can do as many as you want. I would suggest no fewer than 3, but particularly if you want to focus on a couple of exercises, if you want to focus on your uprightness and your balance, for example, you could just do this one a bunch of times to focus on those needs. Or if you want to work on your weight shift, this is a good one. So try to go through all the exercises a couple of times a week, but feel free to play around with different numbers of repetitions, different sequences. And remember, it's all about giving the joints some love. What we're doing is we're expanding and relaxing the joints, and that's going to let the energy, the chi, flow more freely through our body without being obstructed. We'll see you in the next video.